Cause you tune into the podcast with Fred and Flo. Did I shut it? Nah, I don't think so.
Let's talk about Cardi B. Let's talk about
Oh my goodness.
let's talk about all these rappers that what rappers have you documented?
Nah, so I mean, I didn't know we was going that deep. My bad. I was kind of starting about like little basic. My bad, Flores. Elijah always trying to hype me up. But no, like I guess I missed a little chunk of it. Not only it's just military work, but I actually got into concert photography. I actually
Mm-hmm.
met one of my friends. Yeah, I consider him a friend, Jay Hill. And it was funny like how I got to meet him and everything. But like uh, through like talking to people and stuff, I actually got to get into filming, some concerts and some artists that are on my portfolio. I wasn't really like filming for the artist, but I was like just shooting the concert. I was able to get a little pass and everything, and get some stuff. But some of the artists is like Gucci
Yeah, you
Man,
got
like
some
Cardi
really good
B,
photos.
Rick Ross, like
Oof.
Lil Skies, Yo Gotti. And Cardi B
Mm.
was like right before she was like blowing up at the time. But that was
Yeah, I
like,
remember.
yeah, yeah. I think that was my first concert was Cardi B's concert, and actually Meek Mill was supposed
Hmm.
to perform there. You know what I mean? But I think he got arrested the day
Yeah.
before the concert, so I couldn't shoot. I didn't shoot Meek Mill, and I was so sad because I was like, "Yo, Meek Mill is like one of my inspirations." You know what I mean? And I was like, "Yo, I'm about to go out here take pictures
Yeah.
of Meek Mill." Like I wasn't telling nobody, but I was like so
Yo.
excited and pumped. And then
Yeah.
it's like it all crushed. So Meek Mill, if you're watching, yo, let me hook you up, bro. You know what I mean? I'll make you look nice.
Come
Yo,
to the pod. Come to the
come
pod.
to the podcast. You know what I mean? Tag Meek Mill in the comments
Yeah.
here. You know what I mean? But no, that's
Oh my god.
no, I'm not joking. But but seriously, like but no, I was able to do that, and then got into a little bit of fashion, and that's kind of like what I'm, working with more, and actually like storytelling. So I want to work, tell people stories, like doing interviews and things like that. That's kind of like what I'm getting into right now. Is that's like, I kind of stepped away from the concerts, especially during COVID and stuff like that. But starting to do like some
Mm-hmm.
interviews, and I want to like build somebody's legacy, and help them build their legacy and just tell it on. So that's kind of what I'm doing, and working with a few of my friends and stuff. So, but I mean, that's a little bit. That's a little bit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I would say like when it comes to that, like doing things on like out of work, because like we do like our work is like video, like all the time, especially for me and you, whenever they really do task us out a lot. But like on the flip side, like yeah, like you do all of that stuff, you do all those concerts, everything like that. People do want to know like how are you able to get in contact with these people? Like how do you like get into their DMs, or how do you like get from point A to point B? How do I get there? Oh, I just got a camera, I'm trying to shoot some stuff, or maybe like, hey, I'm a veteran photographer, I've been having a hard time, finding out how to talk to these people, how to get to them. And I feel like me and you, we have a lot
Mm-hmm.
of information on that. Me more on the private sector. I worked for a lot of corporate companies and stuff, doing like social media, video, and that kind of stuff. And yeah, I mean, we're gonna get into that right now. Friend, how were you able to get into these concerts? How were you able to meet Jay? Let the people know what's up. Like, how do you start from, you know, doing this on your free time as a hobby, to being at Cardi B's concert, man? Like that's crazy, dude.
So what I was, man, for me, like this is me. Whenever, so how I gotta go back to that story how I met Jay. I gotta go back to that because
Mm-hmm.
this is how I'm gonna get into the tips. But I gotta tell this story so you could like hear the tips. But basically, how I met Jay, right? So one of my friends, I was in a class, military. This military is a full time job, by the way. It's 24 hours. You
Yep.
never know. Like this is
Yep.
the thing. Like I gotta say though, before it's like there be sometimes I'll be like working at a concert. I'll go to work, right? And I'll get off like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock or something. And then from there, I go home, get ready, get to this concert early, so that way I don't hit the traffic of the lines and everybody trying to get in. You know what I mean? Get done with the concert, right?
Mhm.
And maybe it ends around 11, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, right? Come home around like, midnight sometimes. You got to deal with the traffic getting out. You know what I mean? And still got to get
Yeah.
up by like 5:30 in the morning to get ready to go to PT, to physical fitness, right? In the
PT,
morning.
physical fitness.
Yeah,
Ooh.
formation's at 6:30. You got to get there like 10 minutes prior, right? Or whatever. But they want you 10 minutes
Yeah.
prior to the 10-minute prior mark. So you got to get there like 20 minutes
Yeah.
prior, you know.
You waking up at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yo, so it's crazy, sometimes running on that, but so I gotta say, like, it's tough, right? Especially dealing with a full-time job and then wanting to do this on the side
Mhm.
and make it a thing. Like, gotta let y'all know, like, it's not easy, but you can get it, and so how we was in a class, right? I was in a class. How I met Jay was I was in a class, and I one of my friends, one of my friends, coworkers, friends, told me like, hey, there's a concert, you know what I mean, around here, going on, and I want to go, you want to come, the tickets are like, I don't know how much they were, maybe $30-$60 or something. And I was like, yeah, cool, like we can go. And I was like, you know what? I wonder, I wonder if we could take pictures. You know what I mean? I said, I wonder if we could take
Mhm.
pictures of this thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I was like, yeah, let's go. You know what I mean? I'm down to go watch. I ain't never been to a concert like in a while at that time, So I was like, yeah, like I'm down to go take some pictures, or I mean, I'm down to go see, the concert, but I want to see if I could go take some pictures. You know what I mean? So I go and I
Yeah.
was like messaging. I looked at the flyer, everyone who was posting it, everyone who was promoting it and everything, and I did my research. And I saw the DJs on there, and I looked at people they followed and people that were reposting and tagging them. Yo, and I messaged maybe about like
Mhm.
40 to 50 people that day, right? This is 2 days before. 2 days
Wow.
before the concert, right? The next day, I don't hear nothing back, right? And then I went back again,
Yep.
messaged some more people. You know what I mean? I messaged over 40 people. You know what I mean? And if y'all see the
Dang.
DMs and y'all ain't answer me, listen, look at me now. You know what I mean? Could have had a friend, but but I just jokes. You know what I mean? It's all love. I get it. We're busy and stuff, but I messaged
Yeah.
like over
Yeah.
40 people. You know what I mean? Just seeing like, hey, I just say, hey, my name is so and so. You know what I mean? I'm a photographer. Like, I'm trying to shoot this concert. Do you know who I can get in contact with to be able to get a pass, or how much are they, like, things like that, right? No one answered the second
Mhm.
day. No one answered the second day.
Mhm.
The day of the concert, right? So, by the way, I'm in this class and you can't have your phones with you inside, right? So I couldn't,
What
get,
kind of
or
class
not,
was it?
not that. It wasn't a class. It was well, actually, no, it wasn't a class. My bad. But it was like almost like a class. But we were developing. Oh, I was part of developing like new camera kits for the entire army. So that's what I was doing. So we were there,
Mm.
like, just not testing the equipment because it's already been there, but we were testing and giving feedback and building the manuals that everyone in the army, like across the army, is gonna like see and stuff like that. So that's what the class or the
Yeah.
training, whatever you want to call it. But so I was helping out with that, and it wasn't that I couldn't have my phone; it's that I didn't have service. So it wasn't till lunchtime, right? Getting on my phone, I'm over here, blah blah
Mhm.
blah, and I see I get one DM, right? And it's from Jay Hill. This dude, Jay Hill, you know what I mean? And he was one of the hosts at the
Yeah.
concert, and he was like, let me tell you, like, I sent this long paragraph and everything. And Jay, if you watching this, he knows it's like this. But like, I sent this long paragraph and everything,
Yeah.
talk about, yo, my name is so and so, blah blah blah, like being very professional. And this all I get is two words:
Mhm.
come through, bro. All he said was come through, and I like no
Dang.
time, no nothing, no none of that, blah blah blah, right? And I was like, okay, cool. I messaged and said, hey, okay, cool. What time? You know what I mean? Is it? But I mentioned that it's me and someone else, So I actually, I made sure. So I say, what time? You know what I mean? No reply back. So after work, right? Me and my friend, was like, you know what? We're gonna go get dressed real quick, you know what I mean? And we're gonna drive straight to the concert, right? Either way, we're gonna go see the concert because we were already planning on buying a ticket. You know what I mean? But we'll take our camera gear just in case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there like ain't no number, no
Yeah.
nothing, no da 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 da, right? So I get there, right?
Dang.
And so we get there and
Yeah.
I message him after work, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we're on the way, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember all the details what I said. But basically we get there and it's
Mhm.
hard to get in touch with him, you know what I mean? And I get it, because we get there, there's already a line. And then we end up seeing some guys there. Some guys were like, hey, y'all the
Ooh.
photographers for the show. And we're like, yeah, we're here looking for Jay Hill. They're like, oh, he's like, yo, just come this way. You know what I mean? Go to the front. But I guess Jay had seen my message and he was meeting
Yo.
us too. So that's kind of how we met there. So um what
That
that's
probably felt good though, right?
it did feel good, you know what I mean? Because we, went over there, went into a concert, we got passed, and we had like backstage and everything, you know what I mean? So it was dope, you know what I mean? Being
Dang.
able to do that. But that
Yeah.
comes to say, from there, I've known Jay maybe more than like over like 3 years now, maybe it's 3 years.
Mhm.
And this was back in 2017 in October. It was homecoming season, you know what I mean? At Morgan State University. That's where it was. And yeah, man, I was like, we get there, do the concert, and from there, I did another one. You know what I mean? I did maybe like 2 or 3 concerts that month, or maybe it's 2 concerts that month, 3 months or something like that. But that's kind of what started it off, you know what I mean? Just did that. And but
Mhm.
that comes to say, like, when you talk about the networking, right? Oh, sorry, that was like a little. I rambled a
Yeah.
little bit. That was like a long story for just to get these few
Oh,
tips.
no,
It's like,
yeah. No, that was good. That was good.
but what I say is like, for me, I talk to
Mhm.
everybody, right? There are even some times
Yeah.
where I just show up. I show up to the shoot, and it's not even my shoot, but I'll show up and just help out, or I'll just show up and go meet some people, because although you
Yeah.
may, and behind the scenes stuff, you know what I mean, stuff like that, like just get some behind the scenes or do
Yeah.
stuff like that, and you get in a room with some people, because someone may be doing a shoot for somebody else, right? But I bet you there's somebody
Yeah.
else in that room who is looking for a photographer, videographer, wants to do some work, and you network, you talk to people, you do things like that. You message 40 people, you know what I mean? And then just get that
Mhm.
one person who replies back and is like, yeah, you know what I mean? And so it's really just
Yep.
about putting yourself out there, really talking to people, just meeting people, showing up, even if it's not your shoot, like ask somebody to help out. Sometimes like I seen this TikTok, and it said, the question was on there like, yo, how do I get inside a room with people that I want to talk to, that, I don't fit in, or not really fit in with, but that people I want to network with? How do I get inside that room? And he said just one thing, you know what I mean? He went and picked up a broom, and then he went over there. He said, just go start sweeping the room. Find a reason to be in that room. You know what I mean? Find a reason to be in that
Mm.
room. If you gotta go ahead and sweep up the dirt and everything like that, you know what I mean? Just to be in that room with with
Yeah.
Bill Gates or with some people like that. Yo, I'm telling you, like, it's just find a
Yeah.
reason to be in that room and talk.